So let's say you watched my last video and learned how to build the best current formation, and you also know what players to use for each position, but are they properly trained? Today, my friend, we're gonna learn how to train players in eFootball in the current meta. And to be honest, it's actually very simple, so stick till the end and dominate the game. I am reevuzyt, let's go. By the way, if you haven't watched my previous video, then go watch it right now before watching this. But to be honest, I guess you could keep watching. So, the player training, what's the current meta right now? Well, if I could choose only one stat to upgrade, it would be the physical contact. Well, you see, if you log into my account and check my players, let's say Edo, then you will realize that he has at least 80 physical contact. Now, you might do the same thing with Messi and check his stats and realize he also has at least 80 physical contact. Okay, what about my CMF, Steven Gerrard? Let's check his stats. So, physical contact, 80. Physical contact, my friends, is now the craziest meta. It will help you push out your opposition's players and will help you score insane goals you've never scored in your life. Now, the physical contact itself is not that crazy. You need to combine that with other stats. So, we're gonna go through each position and tell you which stat is the best to upgrade. Hey, wanna buy coins? reevuzyt gang got you covered. Do you just wanna chat about football and have a great time? reevuzyt gang got you covered. There is so much you can do in the reevuzyt gang, so come and join our community and get a chance to participate in giveaways and tournaments. And especially our tournaments have crazy amounts of coins. reevuzyt gang, the best eFootball Discord server. Also, chat, did you notice? I have 5,000 coins because there's a coin sale going on, and if you want to buy the coin sale, then join my Discord and DM me and I got you. Also, if you already have tons of coins in your account and want me to do a pack opening for you, then you can also let me know in the DMs and we'll make it happen. Anyway, back to the video. For the goalkeeper, so my Petr check, fun fact, was actually shit when I auto-allocated him. But then I got a custom play progression and he became the most scripted goalkeeper in the game. Ask Oni the Master, no shit. So if you look at him, he does not really have like insane stats, right? That's like kind of mid. But I'd say personally for the goalkeepers, the most important stat is awareness, reflexes, and reach. Those will make your goalkeeper crazy, chat. I'm actually telling you, it's gonna be so scripted. Combine that with some decent jumping and boom, that's it. And make sure your goalkeeper is tall too. Now, moving on to center backs, and it's actually crazy because this Thuram card is actually a right back card, but I'm using it as a CB. As you can see, the playstyle is a defensive fullback, but I use it as a CB, and let me tell you why. Yes, sir. And not only that, but also this. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, and also a good chunk of physical contact. As a CB, you need to focus on all the defensive stats as well as speed and acceleration. Those are crucial, and as well physical contact. So it's pretty easy. They don't really need passing skills. I've never upgraded the passing for my Thuram, so just that. Now my right back and left back is like kind of meh. These are not the most meta cards that I use because I don't really spend money on right backs or left backs. I don't know why. I'm just weird. I spend money on AMFs. But this card has decent passing, 85 plus, decent defensive stats. You don't need defense as a offensive right back that much. Like, this is like more than enough. And speed is very lacking. I'm like dead honest. Speed needs to be at least 100 acceleration. But that's all I have. But at least he has 85 physical contact, so he can push out some players. But to be honest, do not copy my right back build. This is like hella bad. You need to make sure your right back has insane speed and acceleration, 80 plus physical contact. And to be honest, that's pretty much it. You don't need to have insane passing because all you need as from a right back in this formation is to be able to stretch out the play. Now do the same with left back. If you want defensive, then just build him a full defensive build with like insane speed. That's it. By the way, check out the light behind me. That's the Deck Talk foldable smart floor lamp, and I've been messing with it lately and it's actually sick. It has a ton of color modes. Like, you can go from soft warm tones to super bright neons, or even those smooth gradient shifts that change the whole vibe of your room. And you can literally shape it however you want, fold it, or even hang it on the wall. Kind of turns into part of the room instead of just a lamp. And the cool part is you control everything from your phone, so changing the vibe takes like 2 seconds. Honestly, it's just a really clean addition to any room. Unfortunately, the video was recorded before I installed this, so it is kind of lacking. But you can see the difference, and it's huge. Huge shout out to Decktop for sending me this amazing product. Back to the video. Now, for DMF, this is actually the most crucial position, and I have Patrick Vieira, none other than Patrick Vieira. So, he actually has 85 passing. That's the minimum, 85 plus. And then defensively, of course, we know he's insane. Speed-wise, 90 speed. 82 acceleration. You need to have at least 90 speed. And besides that, he's Patrick Vieira, so he has like 91 physical contact. The more the better. And stamina, never ending stamina. Moving on to CMF, we actually debated on this topic a lot with Onion Master, but we came up with the insane, craziest build for Jared, and he is a machine now, even though this card is so outdated. Box to box playing style, and take a look. So all the green stats, right? You can see offensive awareness, ball control, low pass, as you can see, 85 plus, always. Very good finishing for a CMF, and defensively, he's also kind of mid. So CMF, this card is like a really balanced card. That's what you want for a CMF. And then speed-wise, really close to 90. You want 90 plus speed and acceleration for the CMF. Kicking power, Steven Gerrard, insane. And as well, this is crucial, at least 80 physical contact. And this Steven Gerrard card, guys, I'm telling you, he's outpacing everyone. He's dribbling the whole entire opponent's team, and he's like actually scoring goals. This is actually insane. It actually surprised me. I didn't expect Steven Gerrard to be able to do stuff like this, but with this build, he's insane. Now, Gucci card, he is, I think, lacking a bit of physical contact, but it's not that much. So, 80 offensive awareness and dribbling is on the 90s. Low pass, 90s, because this card has like insane passing. I don't know how. Finishing 80 at least, and then he is also a bit defensive, but not that crazy. Speed-wise, he is lacking a little bit, but he makes up for the good-ish dribbling he has, so it's not really an issue, and I can just do spin to win, so yeah. And he also has 80 physical contact. No, never mind, he does have 80. I thought he had like 75. So the thing is, if you have 80 physical contact, then you don't really have to stress out about your speed that much, because he will push out players and allow you to speed up. So always make sure you have 80 physical contact first, and it's gonna be insane. But he really lacks stamina, so I stopped him in the second half. Now, AMF. This AMF is the craziest AMF you've ever seen. This AMF, hands down, better than any card you've touched. And let me show you why. Whole player, number 1. And then here we go. Offensive awareness 80. So with the new meta, you don't really have to focus on offensive awareness that much. Like 80 plus, boom, enough. Dribbling, you do need some good dribbling for Ronaldinho Gaucho. I'll explain later, because Messi does not have dribbling at all. I did not upgrade Messi's dribbling as much as I did the Ronaldinho's. But yeah, low pass 90, you gotta have good passing for an AMF. Finishing 85, that's good. Curl, I mean, Ronaldinho Gaucho. And then here we go. 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 81 physical contact. He pushes everyone out. In a 2v1 situation, he pushes opponents back and he dribbles past them. It's crazy, chat. Combine that with 90 balance, and this card is pretty much unstoppable, even though this is not a new card. This is like pretty old. Now, let me show you Messi's build real quick, and you will actually be surprised, because Messi is short. Look at his dribbling stats. It's not as good as Ronaldinho's, yet he feels better on the ball. If not, they kind of feel the same, to be honest. But because Messi is short, he does not really need that crazy of dribbling. Short players typically do not require crazy dribbling. So if you have this Messi card, then level up his dribbling as shown, and he's gonna perform as good, to be honest. Now, because he's blitz, I did not finishing 90 and curl 93, because he's short and has like crazy acceleration burst. Even though he does not have the skill, I made his acceleration close to 100 and speed 93. With short players, you want to have more acceleration than speed, because they have the initial burst that will help you break through defenses and score. Pair up with 96 kicking power for the blitz, 81 physical contact for Lionel Messi, and he is insane. With 97 balance, he's pretty much unstoppable. So, and this is the same build that La Casa uses. I totally didn't steal this from La Casa, by the way. So yeah, this Messi is insane. I used to not play Messi because I didn't like the way he played. He used to get bullied a lot, but now that I have this build, it's actually insane. So Eto, now he is a bit tall, so I do have his dribbling stats a bit upgraded, because he's not a complete striker like Suarez or like Cristiano Ronaldo. He's more like in between, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can bang, but he can also dribble a little bit. So 91 offensive awareness, because his acceleration is crazy. I like leveled up his acceleration like nuts. Finishing 90, I like to have like at least 90 finishing for my strikers. Speed and acceleration 99, 99 with kicking power 88. Physical contact 80 as well. Of course, all my players at least 80 physical contact. It's necessary. And yeah, it's a pretty simple build, but holy man, is this guy nuts. And my stats are not that bad either with him. Like, it's pretty good. Now chat, I'm gonna spill the tea. If you guys have this build, then this will be the craziest card you've seen in your life. This is better than 112 Zlatan. It's miles better than 112 Zlatan. It's better than any card in the game. He doesn't have the best offensive awareness. He doesn't need it. He doesn't have the best ball control. He doesn't need it. All he needs is decent finishing, good speed and kicking power, and 91 physical contact. Oh man, is this card unstoppable. If you've seen Lacasa's videos, this is the same build Lacasa also uses. Okay, I stole it from him, yeah, sure. But if you've seen his Bale play, it's scripted. And my Bale plays the same way too, and I'm a noob. So his shit actually works. So take notes, kids. I'm a kid myself. So as you saw, the most prominent skills were physical contact at least 80, passing at least 80, but it's gonna vary a little bit depending on the position. Speed at least 90, or try to be close to 90. For strikers, it needs to be at least 95 plus, to be honest. And then you can have other stats like dribbling is also important, but you get what I'm saying. Offensive awareness, not really that important anymore, because Lacasa said he did not really feel the difference between 90 offensive awareness and 80 or something similar. I don't really remember, to be honest. Also, do you like my collective strength? Onion told me to not say 6'7", but from what I'm seeing it's 3'1", 6'7". Anyway, so I leaked the team. Now you can build crazy players, and if you care about the rating dropping like from 108 to 105, do not care about that. It's the most scam shit ever. Don't care. Alright, so and you'll be fine. You'll actually be better than everyone else. So if these secrets actually surprised you and helped you learn something more about eFootball, then drop a sub and like the video. Also in the comments chat, let me know what's the best player you have in your squad, because for me it's this Bale. And guess what? I got him in the first 900 try. On stream too, by the way. Anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. Don't forget to join my Discord server for coins and giveaways. I'm reevuzyt, and I'll see you in the next video.